It's fine.
And welcome to another day, another dollar, another time. It is Star Geeks. This is Sean.
This is Lil.
This is Steve.
This is Ed, and the ISB is watching.
Oh,
Are they?
Always.
It feels like it. Remember, you know how you talk and then you go through Facebook and a bunch of shit ads pop up about the stuff you've been talking about?
It's true.
Yeah.
ISB.
It's true.
Hi.
I don't know why I love that so much.
Hello, Santino.
Santino.
Welcome to the show. Oh man, what's going on? We didn't do a show last week, so just want to play catch up. Although you went to Disney the other day.
Yeah, I went to Hollywood Studios. I got to ride the new update to Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, where they put Mando and Grogu into the game attraction, because that's the one where you ride the Millennium Falcon and you have to collect the coaxium. They changed the mission to collect the coaxium as well as get the Empire's people, however they used them in the movie. I'm drawing a blank now. So you have missions, and then you can actually jump hyperspace and go to another planet. Because the other game initially is like you just go for the coaxium, you collect it, and game over, right? Like you Hondo tells you how much you got, and you're all good. This one, you're collecting that stuff, you're chasing after people on the deck, on the Mando's card deck, and it's more fun. I have to say, it's a lot more fun. A little bit more Grogu and Mando stuff going on in it, and yeah, it's I think it's a good update, and that I want to see more of it. I haven't seen the new updates in Star Tours yet, because every time we've ridden it, I keep getting old stuff, and I keep getting First Order stuff, and I keep getting so pissed, and I'm like, I'm not riding this again. It's like, we're leaving now. I'll go back. We'll try it again later.
The definition of first world problems.
What did you think of the new merch that was there? Did you check out any the new Star Wars merch that was?
Yeah, I sent you guys some pictures. I thought I can't.
I thought those Mandalorian gauntlets were pretty cool.
They were.
Yeah, I did too, and they were very shiny. Trying to remember where else I sent you guys. They had the Force Priestess statue that looked actually kind of cool.
That was cool.
Not that I would want something like that, but I thought it was kind of cool, and like how they had it, how it can glow.
Hello.
Shout out.
They also had. They also had a wood carved. I think it was Yoda, maybe it's Grogu statue. So it's like wood carved and everything. It looked really nice. I didn't send that picture because I couldn't get a good angle on it. It was in a glass case up high. And then they had like the great holocron. They had a big bronze bust of Yoda. And then they had the Jedi Temple guard like mask helmet kind of thing, which I thought was kind of cool as well. Like just some new stuff that popped up. And then I bought the kids at one of the restaurants. They had these like choose your side cupcakes. So it's kind of like finding out what sex your kid is, kind of thing, where you cut open
the reveal.
So they had these cupcakes, and you get them randomly, and it's like it's a Jedi or a Sith. So inside it's red or inside it's blue. So. But kids, some of those to share in the little Millennium Falcon, X-Wing fighter chocolates on top. So they had fun with that. So
overall, your
problems.
Yeah. I mean, your Disney experience is awesome all the time. I would expect. You enjoy it as much.
Oh yeah, because we the main reason we went was to go ride the new update to Rock and Roller Coaster, because they they took out Aerosmith, and it's now the Muppets.
Oh.
So it's Dr. Teeth and his band, and it's the Muppets, and I think it was better. I don't like Aerosmith, so I was like, oh, this is good.
Is the actual roller coaster ride the same and just the
it's the
aesthetics?
same. It's the
just
aesthetic.
rewrapped. Okay,
exactly. Rewrapped, new signage in the middle, through the ride, a lot of the black light signs, but it's Muppets. It should be Muppets. That makes more sense than Aerosmith.
Oh yeah. Well, that, and I mean, enough time has passed now to where, I used to know that whole scene when they're in the studio by heart from riding that thing so many times. But, those guys don't look like that anymore.
No,
not even close.
Well, listen, today is this young man's birthday, Mr. AK Geeks. We want to wish this man a happy birthday. And we want to give you some balloons, my friend, and lights and all the cool stuff.
I like how Sean celebrates your birthday at his house.
well.
I mean, of course, why not?
Well, you didn't want to put it on, so I can't.
It's a national holiday.
I can't give it to you. Like I would love to give that to you, my friend, but
I appreciate it. Is mine popping up? No, it's not. I think I turned my effects off because they were.
We need to get that Jeff Goldblum and Thor Ragnarok.
Oh yeah, I gotta add that sound
for moments like this.
Here they come.
Happy birthday, hello. Oh, I'm sorry. I put you on mute.
He muted everybody.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Sorry. Yeah, I mean that's really I haven't gotten anything. No new Star Wars stuff anyway. Nothing good. Yeah, there's no new Star Wars books either, so I could have probably got like Andor. I think there was an Andor book, but I didn't get any of it.
I might have a bunch of stuff coming in the next few weeks.
I mean, I will too. Yeah, I definitely will.
I have bins of stuff at my brother-in-law's because we're leaving next week for Chicago.
Oh,
so Rob Southgate left a bunch of stuff with my brother-in-law because he moved to Maryland.
Oh, nice.
And so he had a bunch of toys and stuff like that. A lot of just stuff. So he's like, I'm gonna give it to Goodwill. I'm like, don't give it to Goodwill. Leave it with Charlie. I'll come and pick it up. And so I got a bunch of stuff. He sent me some pictures. There's some Mego Star Trek stuff, a bunch of Star Wars vehicles. So we'll see what I got, and I'm gonna go through it and clean it up. And
what part of Maryland did he move to? Did he say?
I don't remember. I have it somewhere. So
it doesn't matter. I won't visit him anyway.
Well, if he's got some good stuff and it's close by.
I mean, maybe, yeah. No, he got rid of it all. He even gave Charlie took a light up movie poster frame, like that you would put like you would see like in movie theaters, like the full poster frame, 27 by 40 that it has the light up built into it and everything. So
very cool.
I'm like, I don't know where I'm gonna hang that, but I've got an Avengers poster that'll fit perfectly.
Nice.
See a few. Most potential. See, I don't know potential wise because there's whole different pieces of it. So the Ahsoka is now bringing in the Grand Admiral Thrawn. They're coming back to the Central Galaxy. It's the potential of what we assume is the start of the First Order. He's going to be fighting Admiral Akbar. So there's going to be a lot of fun in that. I almost think potential-wise, there's probably more in the Rey stuff because that's so wide open.
I think that's.
But I don't know if that's going to happen.
No, I think it's dead. I think that's dead in the water.
Yeah, I don't know yet.
So
I don't know, but they're under the water right now. So like they're gonna have to. They better hope Starfighter is really good and it puts butts in seats because right now,
well, that's. Part of the news conversation.
Yeah, but TV shows, you know what it is, and I thought about this the other day after Masters of the Universe and all, and you know what sucks is that it's their fault. They gave us these TV shows. They made us watch. Well, listen, the pandemic made us stay home, but they put these things out on TV so we
Some
can
of
watch
us.
them. So what you say, Steve?
Some of us. Remember,
Well,
we got to all stay home.
Steve
Steve.
worked.
I as an
Essential
essential worker.
But it's now their fault because now we're so used to now, oh, it'll be in the theaters. Oh, but it'll be on streaming in about a month. Not even that. So they have single-handedly destroyed themselves because no one will. I mean, people will still go to the movie theaters. It just all depends on what it is. But I just don't think that certain IPs are going to be able to gross that kind of money anymore. And I mean,
Well,
a little,
see-
if you pull the numbers a little, you'll see the box office on a lot of these big franchise movies.
Everything is going down, but I think it's there's so many factors that it's going into this, right? So you look at Mando and Grogu, again, target audience. It's not bringing in kids, right? It's not bringing in. If you look at the breakdown based on age, it's not bringing in kids.
Yeah.
Master, same thing. It didn't bring in kids. Although I've seen kids. I think I told you guys a story about me helping out a young kid who was looking for a Battle Cat in the store, and I was so excited. Like, here you go, I found you a Battle Cat. But it's not bringing in as much as it should, right? Because it's the adult collectors. Like, as I think Ed made the comment in our text feed, like, I will single-handedly make Mattel money to make the sequel because I've been buying everything Motu. Like, birthday today, got a couple of got a cartoon Ram Man and a cartoon Mantena figure. I was like super excited for those. But it's these big blockbusters now are not carrying the same weight with the younger generations, right? There's been too much of a gap, and then on top of the gap in time, there's not been high quality storytelling or high quality storytelling for them, right?
Well,
you see movies like Backrooms and things like that. Like, it's not even about storytelling in those the YouTube videos. I was watching those. I was like, I don't know what the hell this is. It's just kind of atmospheric. It's just kind of like doing this, but that's what they're in.
There's a whole lore. It's all there's.
It is
the storyline. That's things we just don't understand. Like, my son is very into Backrooms, and if I let him, he'll sit there and prattle all the little lore off to me, and he knows all that shit. So, I mean, there is a big difference in how media is being consumed.
Mm-hmm.
And when we were coming up, the difference between movies and television was huge. Huge difference. Mm-hmm. And now there's a lot of TV that looks and just straight up is way better than a lot of movies.
Yeah.
And that wasn't the case for a long time.
Well, it's a longer format to tell stories better. So
yeah, it's just like hearing Nick Cage talk about Spider Noir, right? Like, he talked about it. Like, he was one who said, I never want to do TV. I am a movie actor. And then he started seeing a lot of this stuff that's at HBO. He said the biggest thing that kind of brought him around was Breaking Bad. Like, he couldn't believe how much time was spent in Breaking Bad on the little things, but it told such a bigger story. So when he got the Spider Noir script, he's like, yeah, I'm doing this because I can spend time being his Nick Cageism, doing all that weird stuff, because you could never do all that in a movie. Like, you try to do that in a 2-hour movie, you would never get all the nuance that he did in that show.
It's that and money.
Well, that's true, but they're spending so much on these shows now.
I know.
I mean, we're seeing $500 million spent in a season of a show.
So to me, that is the problem with why these movies are not just doing, like, we're spoiled now. And we talked about this years ago, but we were spoiled by so many Marvel movies, and now we're just like, ugh, now, you know what I mean? So
I'm not.
Well, you are too. There's somewhere you were like,
see, the problem you lie to yourself, though. That's
true. You definitely are lying to yourself, but we'll just give you that.
So we enjoyed some of the same movies that nobody liked.
Did. I agree, we did. Yeah. I enjoyed Ironheart, and
and we enjoyed the Marvels.
We did. I did. I actually really
but again, what the problem is when you're looking for a rate of return. When you need a certain rate of return, And that's why I was impressed. I think we talked about this briefly last week on the Geek Show. Was, I don't know, and I'm going to use Masters as an example because that's currently the biggest thing in the news in regards to flops, right?
Well, and Grogu and Mandalorian too.
Well, yeah, we'll grow. Both were on the similar budgets. Both needed the same amount of money. Mando made more at least, but Amazon is saying we're looking at different metrics. We're not looking at box office. But for us to look at, but they're a different business.
But that's all. But let me, because I gotta stick to Star Wars because I
know we're sticking to Star Wars, but I was going to use that and bring it back to Star Wars, right? Because we talked about it as well with Mando and Grogu. Like everybody's saying, it's got to make $450-500 million to break even, blah blah blah. But it doesn't. It's got merch sales. They're bringing it into the theme parks. The characters are living on. So I don't know if it has to do what it has to do, just like any other movie studio, because Disney has other forms to make money off the IP.
Yeah.
And I think that's what when you hear studios now talking about a 4-quadrant movie, I'm not saying Iger's the one who coined it, but he was the first one I heard say it. It is that, right? I need to sell merch. I need to bring it into other venues. I need to make money at the box office, and I need to be toyetic. So it's got all these different things, right? And that's what that movie is. That movie has brought a lot of that stuff, and I'm seeing the same thing with Masters. I guarantee you we'll see a very similar thing with Supergirl, because these movies are probably destined to underperform. They're destined to underperform.
I think everything probably not including maybe Spider-Man at best, maybe.
And Spider-Man will underperform based on its last movie, because that movie made $2 billion. You're not making $2 billion, but Spider-Man will do well. Toy Story will do well because it's an animated feature and it's already getting super hype.
I know.
But again, that's another one that's a 4-quadrant movie.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna make a lot. Toys are already selling. I saw the display at Walmart today and it was half empty, and I was like, what the hell?
Do you feel like we're pushing these movies out too soon to on demand? Do you feel like maybe we have
I think that
a little longer in the theaters?
Yes. I do.
Or just create a gap between it.
Do you remember Back to the Future was in theaters for over a year? You look at all these things and straight on.
Well, yeah, and that's one of the things too, is we got to factor in the fact that inflation's real. Shit is expensive. Not a lot of people are getting raises, but they sure are raising the price on every fucking thing else, including theater. It's expensive.
More
try to
people
just
are taking pay cuts.
One person, just me and my wife, go to the theater. It's almost $100.
Yeah,
that's wild.
Yeah.
Well,
if
even
you're trying to talk about taking your kids and everything, you that's shit, man.
So go to a regular restaurant these days. This is ridiculous.
So are we all unanimously, like, at this point, like, just put it on streaming already and just stop giving us this theater experience? I don't know.
I think it depends. Like, I think they can take certain properties and, if it makes sense financially to say, hey, you know what? We're going to wrap this up and put it in a theater. We're going to make it an experience. It's not going to be for everybody. We're not going to make a ton of money, but we're going to get enough press. We're going to get enough other things that create some talk to where, now that's going to bleed off into when it goes on to streaming, that people will have heard about it in the news and they'll go buy stuff. It will generate a buzz for all of those other streams. So they'll still do it. It's just they're just not going to make those piles of money like they used to.
Another thing that's hurt the Hollywood side of the business is the DVD. And I think I talked about this before. There was an interview with Matt Damon talking about they used to make a ton off of DVD and Blu-ray sales and VHS and all that kind of stuff. All that stuff was a huge portion of what they would bring in for a movie. That's what turned movies really profitable. Yeah. That's all gone.
Nobody buys them anymore.
Sequels based on home video sales. Even if it flopped, they made a boatload on home video.
Oh yeah. Like, how many part 2s went straight to video and people went to the,
If they would have charged $50 to see Mandalorian and Grogu on streaming, would you have paid for it?
Yes, because my whole family could have got to see it, and I wouldn't have to pay 5 tickets.
Steve,
I mean,
$50.
if they put it,
It's steep, but Sean, look at it again.
no, hold on.
5 tickets.
Let me answer. Goddamn. If they put it online for people to watch by paying $50, then that means you can find it. So,
Oh, you can find it even once in the theater, but still.
Damn it, Steve. God damn you.
you can't find a good one. But if they have that shit on there like that,
Well,
there's not quality copies out there. I've been looking.
There has to be a new way.
Site.
There has to be a new way to code these things so where they're not getting ripped. And if you can do that with that technology, then you won't be able to see it by any means. Maybe on a while, but I mean, if you can find a way for it not to get ripped, and I think there's ways to do it.
But I mean, yeah, $50 is a lot cheaper than going to the theater.
Yeah, but for them, $50 where they're not paying the theater.
We will never
It's
get
a huge
that,
cut, right?
we will never get that Star Wars, and me and Ed talk, we'll never get that Star Wars feeling ever again. No one will ever get that standing in the line, waiting for the movie, waiting for that, because again, like we said,
because
we
who the fuck waits in line? Lines are for suckers.
Yeah, we pay
pick your seat now.
Yeah, we pay for our seats now and stuff like that. If you take that away, then yeah, we'll get that same experience, but nobody wants to do that now. So it's sad, like those times have moved on because technology has moved on. And now you can get your seat whenever you want. You can come in 20 minutes late, but here 30 minutes of fucking previews.
Here's the other thing, though, too. Like,
and regular commercials. What the fuck is that?
I don't think the theater is dead. The theater experience, because I think seeing the movie on the big screen,
but
is different.
But a little lining up and talking to somebody about Star Wars, or people dressing up an hour early to get.
That's why we have conventions now. We didn't have conventions back then like we do now.
But the conventions are starting to die a little bit. Like
there's a damn convention every freaking week.
I know, but I think that it's not as, I don't know, man. Like I don't know. I think I just think the experience of what we used to experience is all dead. We all know that, but like it's just we'll never get that Star Wars experience ever again, and that's the sad part.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. Those experiences are dead.
Yeah.
They're not the same.
It's changed.
I called it after Endgame.
Good.
Well, the problem is now is that the people that are making these movies have all grown up watching Star Wars. They're not people creating stuff out of thin air. You know what I mean? They're trying to stay in that sandbox.
Yeah. Get it.
So with those numbers, as far as how it relates to the Mandalorian Grogu, I mean, like I said, right now we're just shy of 300 million globally. We've seen the drop off. It's probably got another couple of weeks that it'll sit in the theaters before it completely kind of fades away. Mm-hmm. It might get close to a break even on. Well, they already surpassed what it cost to make the movie. Now they're trying to cut into the budgeting stuff. But I think that, again, as we've talked about many times, it's not a true loss because people are talking Star Wars. Lil was just talking about going to the park. I'm curious, how does this now affect next year's movie with Starfighter? Or does it affect it at all? Is it a positive thing? Because, let's face it, even if you're talking Star Wars, if it's back in the zeitgeist, if people are now, now this is totally different because this is in a completely different movie. We have no existing characters. It's built as a movie, as opposed to some of the feedback from The Mandalorian and Grogu is that it's a glorified season 4 put on the big screen. Does it matter?
I don't think it matters. I mean, I think, we've seen stuff like Andor, stuff like Rogue One happen, even though like Rogue One didn't introduce anything new until the final scene. or not anything new, anything old until the final scene. Everything was new, and I think I'm looking at Starfighter like that, right? Like it might be that breath of fresh air for Star Wars fans who want something completely new, something theatrical, something.
You're not gonna get a crawl.
You're not gonna get a crawl. It's not part of the.
That's the thing.
Damn you,
That's the
Steve.
feeling. That's the feeling Sean wants. Sean wants that
Yes.
film. He wants the 20th Century Fox, and he
Yes.
wants the fucking crawl, man.
I don't need the 20th Century Fox, but I
Yes,
do
you
want
do.
the crawl.
Yes,
I
you
want
do.
the crawl.
dude. I just want the crawl.
I want the crawl. That
the
needs to
crawl
be
is-
Star Wars, not Skywalker.
Yeah, I just don't get it. I don't understand why they don't use the crawl anymore. It's
Well,
almost
You know
stupid.
why? It's just the episodes.
Yeah,
it.
but
just the Skywalker stuff.
They need to shift that. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, from what I've heard, it goes back more into, again, that kind of hero's journey essence of the story they're bringing. I mean, it's been a while since we talked about it, but, you know, it's called Starfighter, and the cinematographer was the same one from F1. So, again, if you're giving me kind of what basically feels like Top Gun in space, along with new Star Wars, and if it feels Star Wars, I mean,
But nobody's gonna see this. Let me tell you why. Because it's what is this Starfighter shit? Like I don't know how that they're gonna sell this one. Like I'm soaking. They gotta sell the shit out of this one, man.
I don't think they need to because we just saw Ryan Gosling make like $900 million on a movie. Nobody, yeah,
Project
Project Hail Mary. That was a 3-hour movie.
Off a book though. Like I think there are book readers of Project Hail Mary.
Well, I get that, but I'm saying
that didn't make all the money. Book readers.
there ain't that many book readers anymore.
I mean, I get it, but I mean, Project Hail Mary was really good though. Like I really loved it.
Well, that's what we have to hope for is, you know, good production, good story, good character. That's with any movie.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
Other things in the news, very sad at the loss of Marsha Lucas. She was the Oscar-winning editor, and many say the unsung hero as far as she is a big reason that Star Wars was what it was because of her editing of that movie.
Yeah.
So
she definitely had a hand in it, and she did, you know, what she did best. And honestly, it really wouldn't be.
If you watch the thing too, with all these big IPs, right, that got created out of nothing, there's so many people that were involved, and like when they start not coming back, even though maybe, you know, even like Lucas did 6 movies, right, but those 6 movies all didn't come out the same way.
Yeah,
and you can see that. You can see the holes. You can see the difference in nuance, difference in music, difference in editing, difference in how the dialogue, the writing. And so it's sad, right? Because she started something and I wish she was part of more of it. And I look at a lot of.
I think at some point we should probably review Light and Magic, because like I don't know if Alil and Steve watched it, but like the detail in it and everything that you like, you know, you really got to see it. It really is. It is real movie magic, like
lightning in a bottle.
It is shit that you. I mean, I don't know if you guys know as much, but like watching that shit, you just like, wow, like they really created a lot out of a little, and they made magic, and like it's you can't make that shit up, man. Like what they did was almost impossible to do. And like it was just the phenomenon that just everybody coming together and to make one movie and 3 movies and just, you know, out of like fucking wires and fucking nothing. Like it's one of the best franchises of all time. It's ridiculous, man.
And to go back and watch like the opening scene from A New Hope.
Yeah.
I mean, that movie's 50 years old, but it still looks good.
Yeah.
So
this shit can't be, it can never be done again.
So they dropped a gameplay trailer for the Star Wars Zero company and gave us a release date of August 27th. I'm going to go on a limb and say I'm probably the only one who will play this game, because in watching it, it is a turn-based style game, and I don't think any of you are a turn-based style game players.
Steve, did you watch the gameplay for this?
No.
I'm
gonna play it. I like that stuff. That's
never
strategy turn-based. I'm in. I play
I mean,
those things all the time.
I played Baldur's Gate 3. I don't mind. It's not the worst thing, but
I don't like
I'd rather know. I'd really rather know.
I don't like it.
Run and gun.
I was like, oh.
Yeah.
How dare you? How dare you put all this work into this and you made it a turn-based game? Fuck you. Oh, you suck.
Well, if this isn't your cup of tea, they did drop another gameplay trailer for the Power Wash 2 Star Wars version. And now this drops July 16th. Oh my God, this is going to be the most mindless, super fun game I will probably play for the next decade. It's on Game Pass, so you can get it. Oh, I'm so excited to play this. I mean,
you have to power wash like a fucking AT-AT.
Oh yeah, the deck of a Star Destroyer, the Millennium Falcon, X-Wings. It's just okay.
Sounds fun. I can wait though.
It's not fun.
Isn't this too close to home for you, Ed?
It doesn't matter.
Like,
that's like the ultimate dream.
I don't want to handle insurance claims in a galaxy far, far away. So like, I wouldn't want that kind of game. So I don't think Steve wants to start putting together, panels and pull wire and cables through the Death Star.
Yeah, I wouldn't get a fucking a game about programming access control systems. That would be the shittiest video game ever. But
yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm in.
Washing's in your blood, Ed.
Yeah, well, Star Wars is in my blood. It doesn't matter.
The collection news. Let me share something from Regal Robot that came out last week, and something that is coming out. They released the Apple Slug from Regal Robot.
Hello, Quitcha.
This is gross, and I do not want it. But it was from from Return of the Jedi, so it was like in Jabba's lair. Really cool though. I mean, like again, it's from the creator of of one of the maquettes. It's just not my cup of tea.
What is this?
Very phallic.
I was gonna say
nasty. I don't.
Sure.
It's a monstrous vagina. It's like that movie Teeth, Steve, that we watched.
Yeah,
I don't want to think about that movie.
Why not?
It's
hilarious.
That's a weird movie.
That looks
but it's a part of that, the maquette thing. I have some of these, so I'm not mad at it. Like, I don't need every single one of them, but not my bag. But I mean, it's cool.
If you would have shown me just an image of that and didn't say it was Star Wars, I would have said Alien Earth first.
Yeah, I would have too. I didn't. Not my bad.
Yeah, there's probably a reason that guy didn't get a lot of screen time.
Yeah, I didn't. But this, my friends, is and I will be getting this. I'm gonna tell you right now, we'll be getting this. This is both Indiana Jones and Star Wars collaboration. If you remember in Indiana Jones, there is a little piece on there that shows R2D2 and C3PO in the stone. Really cool. I want this. One of those glyphs just to have. Again, it's Star Wars and Indiana Jones. I need this. It's going for like $60. I'm buying this. So yeah. Can't wait for that to come out. It's gonna be $69.99.
That's not bad.
No, it's not bad at all. I was thinking, I was like, damn, man, you may want this too, but put it in the bathroom or something. I don't know. It's cool though, and I really want
it.
It
Is.
Yeah.
Feels like something you could make.
I mean, you could. You probably could. You probably could 3D print one, but I would like one that's resin, like how they made it. And I'll comes out June 16th, so I'll definitely be putting my order in for this. Definitely. Hello, what you think?
I mean, it's cool.
You know what's crazy though, Lo? Why do I feel like this will be at Disney? This will be at Disney parks.
It will.
It might already be there.
Because it probably will be. I mean, I didn't look at the indie stuff, but it's.
Yeah.
I mean,
probably
the whole new indie area is going to be open by next year. So
it seems like a lot of things that Regal Robot creates, they end up putting it in the park also. But it's not the same version of it, but it is a likely version of what they do in the park, because they have a Rancor thing that's actually in the Disney parks that they're selling, and Regal Robot did it first. So I'm wondering if
I did see that.
Yeah, I wonder if the license is, you get to create it first, but we get to take it. We get to take that same design and get to use it in our parks as well. I'm very curious if that's the agreement. Yeah. I mean, not everything, but like even with the chess pieces, they had a Regal Robot first, and then the Disney parks actually had those same chess pieces. Not exactly the same, but I mean, goddamn, they look pretty close.
They're pretty close, yeah.
Yeah. So it's very interesting, like how that licensing works, and how, like, hey, you get to create it first. We'll give you a year or two with it, and then we get to take it and put it in our parks, because it seems like everything they do is in the parks. So very curious on how the license works with that. Usually that's probably what it is, though.
I can see that.
Let you take it over.
So in other collectible news, as we were talking about other streams of revenue, here come all the Mandalorian and Grogu action figures. So you've got your Black Series figures, because Hasbro showed all of these off. I think it was last week. But your Denbo and one of the droids, which looks really cool. The droids that was on Nalhutta.
Yeah.
Zeb. Now, my only question with the Grogu Black Series figure.
Look at the size of that peg holder. Look at look. That's a tiny toy.
Yeah. What are they charging for that thing? Is it the same? Is Zeb and Grogu the same price point?
Probably.
Because that's just crazy.
Part of the same series.
I know. The IG droid and the snowtrooper with the varying helmets and face pieces. And then they roll into the 3 3/4 line with all of the vintage look. Not only the ones from Mandalorian and Grogu, but figures from the Maul series, from Rebels, throwback of a regular Sand Trooper along with Zeb.
Are these are Black Series figures?
No, these are 3 3/4 vintage series. Here's the ones where I think we might get you off the sideline, Sean. The droids Boba Fett version.
I mean, that card is pretty awesome.
Yeah, and the droids.
It's interesting. I had the 3 3/4 of these, and I don't really collect the Black Series big stuff. Like, I'd rather collect.
It's not big, is it?
No, these are 3 3/4.
This is Black Series.
Oh no, they're Black Series.
Oh,
right.
Black Series. Yeah.
That
it was Black Series. Yeah, they had these. They had this one in 3 3/4, but I didn't like it. I didn't want it. I was like, I'm cool. Yeah, I don't need these. Like, they look cool. If I seen them for like in cheaper than that, if I walked in Target and I was like, oh, maybe I should take them because I do like the card back. It does look cool. I don't know, but I can see these jumping off shelves pretty quick and then getting flipped for like $50. So the coin is cool. I do like the coin with it, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll probably find it somewhere and I probably will get it. I do like the colorway of C3PO. I do like how they did that and the R2D2. Yeah. But Ed, the 3 3/4 of these, like the Kenner versions, are very expensive.
Well, if you're talking about the originals,
yeah, the original ones. Like
no,
for C3PO.
Oh, well, I was gonna say from the original release of these back in the mid '80s, yeah, some of them are even more rare than your Power of the Force Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, there's one guy, I can't remember his name. He's like, I think he's going for like 14,000.
Oh yeah. No, I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Vlex. Is it Vlex?
Yeah. Vlex. Yeah, I think that's Vlex.
Yeah, those I would love to have a couple of those, to be honest. Ed, you don't have any of those, right?
I do not. At some point, I'll probably look to get them loose.
Yeah, I want to lose. I'm looking
Yeah,
at it. Ooh.
I don't need them carded, nor can I afford carded. That's
They
just
want-
crazy money.
They want $800 without the card.
Yeah.
This is when I need your superpower, Sean.
My superpowers ain't that good.
They're better than mine. So,
All right, Ed, I will let you take it away. I don't have what I want, but I'm going to play this anyway because, Steve, we might have to fix this at some point. But it's not Geeks Court, but we need an intro for Ed when he does all these good breakdowns.
Like a back to school kind of
Something cool.
so back when we were reviewing the Maul series, there was a lot of questions regarding the Inquisitorius. And so someone, I don't remember which of you, had mentioned that, it'd be nice to know more. Well, now we can do that. So the Inquisitorius was implemented after Order 66.
Yeah, is that what it's called? Inquisitorius? I thought there was Inquisitors.
Well, that is them individually. The Inquisitorius is them as a group.
Okay.
Yes. So obviously they first appeared in canon in Star Wars Rebels in 2014. They actually first appeared in Legends back in a Star Wars source book back in 1987 was the first mention of them. So they've been around for a very long time. The whole idea behind them is that after Order 66, now when Order 66 comes into play, you're looking at roughly 10,000 Jedi across the place. Now, you're talking everything from masters to knights to Padawan to younglings. So there's a ton of them. They're everywhere. They estimate that Order 66 eliminated roughly 99% of them, which again, great rate for the Emperor's Order. But still, you're talking 100.
great rate for people that can't fucking hit the side of a building.
Well, it's just overwhelming numbers. Figure that the Jedi held their own, but when the people standing behind them started gunning them down, and there's 50 of them to one of you, and not all the Jedi were that great. I mean, we always compare them to like a Mace Windu, an Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Anakin Skywalker. They are the ultimate Jedi. You get Padawans and newly formed Jedi Knights. Yeah, they're powerful, but they're not all that.
We watched Acolyte. We know. We've seen them.
Okay. So there's 100-ish Jedi that are still out in the galaxy. I think it was Tarkin who even made the point of going, well, it's not so much their ability, but that they are symbols and that they can start a whole new revolution just on their symbolism. So they had to be eliminated. Hence the reason why the Emperor and Darth Vader put together the Inquisitorius to go out there and hunt them. I mean, what better way to hunt them than with other Force users? Now, you'll find as we walk through all of the various Inquisitors, there's a lot of common theme as far as their background, where they came from, and the unfortunate end that most of them met.
Yeah.
The Grand Inquisitor. Oh, look at that. I hate sometimes this font changes the letters.
Yeah.
He was a former Jedi Temple Guard.
You got to lowercase those letters, Ed, just to heads up.
Yeah, I usually go through and fix them, but sometimes I miss one in there. So he was a Jedi Temple Guard on Coruscant.
Yes.
Once charged with protecting the Jedi archives. Now, he, like many of the Inquisitors, and actually a lot of Jedi, as we kind of come to find out, because of the Clone Wars, started to really question the Jedi Order and became disillusioned. Most of that is because he, as a Jedi Temple Guard, felt the Council was becoming arrogant and kind of hypocritical in how they were doing things. Now, one of the other big break points for many Jedi as far as their ideology was, and we'll talk about her in more detail, but Barriss Offee's bombing of the temple, Ahsoka's being accused of it, and then when they finally catch Barriss and bring her back, she has this long speech that they allow her to give in public, talking about how horrible the Jedi have become. And many Jedi Knights heard this and were like, she's got a point.
Do you have her on here?
Oh, yeah. No, she's one of them.
Okay. So
that was kind of the beginning of the end for the Grand Inquisitor. It's been reported that he was approached by the Emperor because of his opposition, and that when Order 66 went down, he actually was the reason why there were no Jedi temple guards, that he had locked them in a room, and they believe that he may even have been responsible for killing them himself. Which is,
I would love to see a story about that.
Which is part of the reason why the Emperor brought him in and made him the Grand Inquisitor right out of the gate, because he kind of proved his loyalty right up front. And of course, he reported directly to Darth Vader. No. Now, we saw him in Rebels, his back and forth with Kanan. And then, of course, we saw his demise. Now, the reason many believe that he kind of let go of the ledge and allowed himself to die, because he made a comment in there that's saying that there are things far more frightening than death. He was more scared of facing Vader in failure than dying. Now, he didn't actually die there. Apparently, somewhere between Vader and possibly with some help from the Emperor, his spirit was trapped and used to guard a particular spot in Star Wars Galaxy, which Luke came across later on. And basically, he was kept as a tortured soul for eternity. So he never found release, even in death. The first brother, Marek. Now,
Smoke Monster.
Yes. Now, he is the first brother, but we really don't know that much about him. I mean, he's one of the few that we actually have a name. Now, this isn't, we don't think it's his name from before he was a Jedi or before he was an Inquisitor. We really don't know. We know we see him in Maul. We know we see his demise in Ahsoka when he gets cut and what we think is Night Sister magic come out. But there's a lot of speculation on who he is, where he came from, what his background is, and we really don't know any of that. I know there's some people who like to think that he is Star Killer from the video game. There's other things that I've heard to where fans think that he might be one of Maul's brothers, not Savage Opress. He has another Zabrak brother that I cannot think of the name off the top of my head, that they think it might be him. So I'll be curious to see if we get more information on him as far as his background, where he came from, and who he was.
Interesting.
The second sister, Trilla, we got a lot of her information from the video games, Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah.
Now, we know with her, before becoming an Inquisitor, she was a Jedi Padawan trained by Sira Junda during the Clone Wars. Now, after Order 66, Sarah was captured by the Empire and tortured. Now, Trilla believed that her master's torture and kind of betrayal is what fueled her to kind of get angry and really rebel against the whole thing. So she was captured by the Empire, like so many of the Inquisitors, once captured because of her being a former Jedi, was basically tortured and broken down and ultimately became one of the Inquisitors. She was one of their more effective hunters, personally trained by Darth Vader, as most of them were. And then, of course, in Fallen Order, she relentlessly hunts Cal Kestis, you know, because of the representation of both who he is and what he is. And then, of course, we see in the climax of Fallen Order where she kind of briefly turns away from the dark side. And Vader senses that and is like, nope. There's no second thoughts. If you're going to go like that, then I'm going to kill you myself. So Vader immediately killed her, sensing weakness.
In the game?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then he does the same thing. What a hypocrite.
So.
What a little bitch like his son, Luke.
Oh, you hater.
So the third sister, Reva, this is sad because her story in Obi-Wan, I mean,
could have been really good.
It could have been, but the way that they did it, it actually became, in my opinion, one of the weakest points of that entire series. So she's a Jedi youngling, which we got the flashback moments, who survived the massacre at the Jedi Temple during the Order of 66. She was stabbed by Anakin / Darth Vader and kind of pretended to be dead and stayed among the bodies. Now, she saw what Anakin was doing or Darth Vader was doing.
I like that. I like that part of the story, though. Like, I didn't have a problem with that. No,
that was good. And that was what the anger that fueled her and kind of turned her to the dark side. It brought her into becoming an Inquisitor. But for her to use that as her sole means was to get back at Darth Vader. So she relentlessly hunts Obi-Wan, thinking that that's the opportunity to get in front of Vader. And of course, as we saw in that show, one, she actually stabs the Grand Inquisitor, but, we know how lightsaber wounds sometimes kill and sometimes don't. He survives. She gets her chance, and Vader dispatches her with zero effort.
Yeah, but
he doesn't even
die, though.
No, he stabbed her again, and she still didn't die. That's where it starts to get
That's what I'm saying, man. Cut it out. Qui-Gon got fucked over. This is some bullshit now.
Yeah. So that is where her story goes from being okay and good to, okay, well, wait, now you're stabbed twice by him. You're doubly angry at Darth Vader and still want to get back at him. And this is where it goes sideways, because then she goes to Tatooine to try to capture and kill Luke Skywalker as a way to get back at Darth Vader, where that makes zero sense, because at that point in the timeline, Darth Vader doesn't even know Luke Skywalker exists, has no idea it's his son. It's pointless. It makes no sense. And then, of course, Obi-Wan convinces her to turn over a new leaf. She lets Luke go, and she walks off into the sunset. Like,
I agree. Like, what the fuck happened? Like, what?
Also, she did a bunch of bad, choreography in that show.
So. Yeah, well, there was a lot of that in that show.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like any of that storyline. Like, that didn't make any sense. It's just
no.
And then why did you leave it so open ended? Like, is there a comic book? Like, did they tell a story in the comics? Like, I don't know what they did. Like, I don't even want to read it. But at the same time, it's like, why'd you leave it so open ended? Like, that was so. Like, did you think you were going to get an Obi-Wan part 2? Like, was that the goal? Like, I'm confused.
I think they wanted one. I think you and McGregor wanted it.
Ooh. I mean, he'll probably come back in the clone, in Ahsoka, probably a Clone Wars thing.
Well, we've talked about that. I want that flashback.
I'm fine with that, but what happens to her? Like, there was she has no story.
No, she walks off into the sunset. We have no idea what happens to her.
That's so fucking weird. Why did
she needed to die at the hands of Darth Vader the second time and just be done? I mean, that's how most of these Inquisitors die anyway. Leave it at that.
You know what, Lil, is very interesting now? It's like, okay, when Star Wars was going, they were all blaming Kathleen Kennedy for everything that was going on. And now that she's gone, who are they blaming now?
Right. I think Dave's got some problems of his own.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too, Lil. And I'm very curious.
What's up, Zombie?
Will the fans turn on him?
Well, I think you have to wait for Starfighter. Starfighter and Ahsoka season 2.
I agree with that. I think that's his he's in his honeymoon period right now.
Yeah, he's got a chance to redeem.
because again, the fans even think Mando and Grogu, they don't put it all on him. So
I know, which is very interesting.
Which is interesting too, because also Favreau directed it, right? And like Favreau is a really good director, but there are some big flaws, and it's like
absolutely.
What happened?
Yeah, you guys approved the storyline. It's not like you guys didn't. You guys were all in the same fucking think tank, and you guys were making this shit up as y'all went. Y'all was going. So who gets to blame here? Because we all listen. I mean, I love Dave Filoni. I think he does great with this animation, but like the story here doesn't really make sense. I mean, I liked Mando and Grogu, but at the same time, it was very like one-sided and didn't tell it anything. It didn't move the story on. And like, who's to blame there? Because Filoni, like you approved this stuff.
Yeah.
You were there. So like, I don't know, man. Like, I think the problem is it's not with whoever's doing it. It's the problem with Star Wars moving forward. Like, I don't think they know what to do with it. I think it's very like we're tiptoeing on it. I think they're a little scared to push the edge, and that may be a problem. I don't know. Maybe we need to call Lucas back.
But even him, do we think he'll be able to fix this? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure because I mean, remember episode 1, 2, and 3, boy, fans were brutal. Like let's be honest. In the beginning, they were very brutal with that movie. Now it works now. Now the fans
it works now because it's closer to what the originals were.
Right.
But if we didn't get 7, 8, 9, I still think there would be some hate to that. And it also only works because of all the added animated stories that they put in between to flesh out what
I agree
1, 2, and 3 were, right? Like I still do not like 1 outside of the Maul, Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan stuff. Like 75% of that movie could be edited down to nothing. Like I didn't need any of that movie.
I agree.
And then you go to the Attack of the Clones, and it's like what story are we getting there? Weirdness. We all liked episode 3. So, but if without the lightsaber scene in episode 3, then I don't know, right?
Keep it going, Ed.
All right. Fourth sister, Lynn Rakish. So she's a former Jedi. Now, she's unique in that she's one of the few who willingly joined the Inquisitors after the rise of the Empire.
Yeah, save her own ass.
So many of them were broken and tortured. She appears to have joined them willingly. Most suggest that she had, like others, had just been disillusioned and kind of already started to kind of fall to the dark side.
Yeah.
She was the one who recruited Barriss Offee.
She did.
From the prison because they knew each other while as Jedi. So before becoming the fourth sister, they knew each other during the Jedi days and kind of had a bit of a relationship just working together.
The story was told in Tales of the what was that? Not Tales of the Jedi, was it?
No, because that was Ahsoka and Dooku. So it had to have been Tales of the Empire.
Tales of the Empire, thank you.
Yeah. So during their final confrontation, it's actually Lynn Rakish who impales Barriss Offee on her lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
Barriss forgives her as she dies. And
she didn't die, though.
That's one of the interesting parts is that, the two of them kind of leave together, one carrying, one carrying the other, implying that they both walked away from the Inquisitorious group. Whether Barriss lives or dies, we don't know, but they both kind of just faded away.
I think she lived. I think that they're together on a isolated planet, taking care of each other, like they were. Like I think that's what that is. I don't see like there was no death, so like they didn't show it. It may have been off screen.
Well, I mean, she was stabbed with a lightsaber, so she didn't die.
Of course.
She didn't die.
There goes Steve again. That Qui-Gon didn't. He got a bad rap.
Yep. The fifth brother, he's a former Jedi initiate from the planet Artesium. Now, the reason he started to kind of fall away from the Jedi Order is that during that time, he saw the Jedi and the Republic, that the Senate approved the strip mining of his home world, and it caused the death of many of his fellows. So he saw what was happening with it between the Jedi and the Republic, and so he's another one who willingly joined the Empire and the Inquisitors. Now, we saw a lot of him throughout Rebels. He was kind of inept through a lot of that he would show up and fight and he was never win. But he, like two other Inquisitors, ended up being killed by Maul on Malachor at the end. So there's three of them that showed up, and he was one who was taken out there.
He'll come back in Fast 11. Because you know that was Han, right? Fast 11. He'll come back.
So Merrick is Jason Statham then.
Yeah, Steve. Or The Rock.
So the sixth brother, Bill Raylan. Now, he's one who, during his time training as an Inquisitor, had his, and again, this is another common theme that you'll find. He had his arm cut off by Darth Vader during the training, as Darth Vader taught many of them the lesson of loss, and it usually came with the loss of limbs or other pieces of him, which further pushed most of these individuals down into the dark side. On one of the missions, now he's one of several of the Inquisitors who was on this mission, hunting a particular Jedi. That Jedi found a way to trigger the inhibitor chip in the clone troopers that were with them, causing the troopers to turn against the Inquisitors because they viewed them as Jedi, which is what Order 66 had trained them to do. So this guy's interesting because he's so worried about just saving his own ass that he betrays the ninth sister who's with him, cuts her leg to kind of leave her as fodder for the clone troopers so that he can escape. He's one who at the end ends up kind of going off on another mission. Now, he's told to hunt a Jedi, doesn't realize the Jedi he's hunting is Ahsoka Tano. Now, yes, that's exactly what it is, Fernando. In that battle, as they're fighting, Ahsoka is able to beat him. Now, she's unarmed. She beats him by having his lightsaber overload and explode in his face, which kills him. She claims the kyber crystals and cleanses them, which ultimately become the white kyber crystals that she uses later on. They were his lightsaber crystals.
Yeah. Nice.
Because when she left the Order, she didn't know, she no longer had a lightsaber, but they were his. So that was his contribution to Star Wars overall.
All right.
The seventh sister, she was a former Jedi Master who was once trained by Aayla Secura. She survived Order 66, captured by the Empire, same thing like many of them, tortured and broken, becomes an Inquisitor. Now, she and the 13th sister had a rivalry that went back and forth. Now, she is one of the other Inquisitors who, through Rebels, was constantly hunting Ezra and Kanan, but never seemed to be able to get the job done. And she was also one of the three who was on Malachor who ended up getting killed by Maul. Now, she was the one that Maul had kind of held with the Force and wanted Ezra to kill her, to push him into the dark side to become his apprentice. When Ezra hesitated, Maul chucks his lightsaber and cuts her in half.
Damn, I remember that.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, the eighth brother is a Jedi from the planet Torellia. After the Grand Inquisitor's death, he was one who really wanted to go after Darth Maul because he wanted to take the role of the Grand Inquisitor. There's not a whole lot that's known about him, but he was the third Inquisitor that was on Malachor with the fifth brother and seventh sister. Now, he was the one who I think first showed us that the Inquisitors could kind of fly with their lightsabers. Now, because of his fight with Maul, his lightsaber was damaged, and it ended up coming apart in his hands, causing him to plummet to his death on Malachor. Which, just as another side note, a lot of the Inquisitors have that spinning lightsaber kind of technology, and a lot of that was because these were former Jedi, but they're not masters for the most part. They don't have the skill. It was used as a way to kind of intimidate and overwhelm the Jedi they were hunting. So that's why they were all given that technology to use. The ninth sister, Masana Tide.
I remember,
So
playing her in Jedi
boss
Fallen.
level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was fucking hard as shit, and then you realize you can just toss her off.
Yes.
On the edge. Steve, you remember playing this?
Oh yeah.
So, former Jedi, she's a Dewutan species. She was captured by the Empire after Order 66.
What's up, Mando?
Tortured, broken, ultimately joined. Now, her contribution during their training was that Darth Vader took her left eye. So, she's another one who lost a body part to Vader's training. So, remember the Jedi that I said that they were hunting? The Inquisitors were hunting.
They all got killed. He's like cutting their arms, taking their eyes.
You don't need this leg.
Yeah.
No.
Now go out there and fight Jedi.
Yeah.
Well,
one dude is a fucking fart.
He's like, I'm not even that good. I'm not even that good. I'm just a dude.
So she lost more body parts than any of them. So she loses her eye to Vader. On that mission with that Jedi, remember the other Inquisitor, this was his fellow Inquisitor that he cut her leg off to leave her for fodder so he could escape. So she loses a leg in that one. Now, when she fights Cal Kestis, she loses her right hand and then gets a slash on the back before being pushed off of the tree on Kashyyyk.
Hey,
so now she's lost.
I beat her, not Cal Kestis. I beat her.
Well, you as Cal Kestis. So by the time you get to the second game, she's lost an eye, a hand, a leg, and then in the final fight on Coruscant with Cal Kestis, she loses her head.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she was useless at that point. God dang.
Well, I mean, Darth Vader proves more machine than man. The 10th brother, Probst Dibs.
How many brothers and sisters are there?
Oh, we got a couple more left, but we're coming close to the end. So he is a former Jedi Master who, again, like many, became disillusioned with the Jedi during the Clone Wars. So while he was on a mission on, I think the planet's Hurst, he witnessed a lot of lives lost and openly voiced his dissent on the mission. And he's there with Mace Windu. He gets so pissed off that he actually attacks Mace Windu. Now, it's Mace, so he loses that. Mace arrests him, brings him in front of the council. They try him. Now, he expects he's going to get executed because of his betrayal. Mace is not doing that, so he goes down the road, has him imprisoned. So, while unlike the other Inquisitors, he had already kind of lost his way. So he was brought on board afterwards, kind of like with Barriss Offee, taken out of prison, recognize what he is, brings him on, and has him join the Inquisitors. He was the third Inquisitor on that group when they hunted the Jedi who turned the clones against them. But like many Jedi during the Order 66, so you had three of them. He got gunned down by the troopers. The one cut the leg off the other, leaving her, and escaped. So that was his fate. He died by the hands of the troopers when they thought he was a Jedi and turned on the inhibitor chips. The 11th brother, who we saw in Maul recently, now he's referred to as the Crow. He's another one that we really don't know much about, because we see him in Maul, which is really good in that, but we actually had his first appearance in Tales of the Jedi, which he actually died in.
Yeah.
I went back and rewatched it in putting all this together. I didn't remember when Ahsoka disarms him and cuts his head off. his head deflates,
Mm.
which makes me wonder because, again, there's a lot of fan speculation on who he is. If he is Savage Opress, is that the reason that head deflates? Because, again, we know. I'm just throwing it out there. I mean, it makes even more sense now with the head deflating. Because if, like Merrick, that he is, being kept alive through Night Sister magic, I don't know. It was very strange to go back and see that. It was
stretch.
It's a stretch. You know it is, and it stretches though. He'll stretch it as far as he can,
and then he'll get that 1 out of 100 stretches right, and he'll be like, "I told you guys."
Confirmation bias.
Worth
it. So we talked about Barriss Offee briefly when it came to her fellow fourth sister.
Mhm.
So we know Barriss' story. Former Jedi under Luminara Unduli.
Yes.
Gets so frustrated at seeing what the Jedi are doing during the Clone Wars that she's just had enough of it. Now, I still don't understand why she bombed the Jedi Temple and framed Ahsoka. But
yeah, I don't understand that either. I couldn't remember. Was there maybe somebody else?
Do you think it would be to get Ahsoka to eventually join her?
Potentially.
Well, technically, it kind of did because Ahsoka walked away from the Order, kind of because of almost kind of like during this whole situation.
Yeah, but it was
we left the Order probably like right after this, not too long from it.
Well, yeah, but it's because Anakin knew Ahsoka was innocent that he went out in search of who actually committed it. Right. Anakin was the one who found Barriss, brought her back to stand trial, which then is the reason why Ahsoka was kind of acquitted of the crime. But Ahsoka was like, no, you guys were way too quick to roll me under the bus and accuse me of this, so I don't want anything to do with you anymore, and walked away. Otherwise, she would have gone to prison. She would have been the one in prison instead of Barriss.
They were ready to condemn her.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy. Fuck the Jedi.
So again,
I've been saying that forever.
But the crazy part is, it's like, she's the longest standing Jedi.
Oh yeah, because she walked away
of everything. Let's be honest, she's the longest standing fucking Jedi.
But she's not a Jedi though. That's the thing.
Right. We look at it like that, but we all feel like she's a good.
Well, you feel like it because it's the black and white, right? You're either a Jedi or a Sith.
Death. They clearly pulled her from death to pull her out of the world between worlds to continue her story. That's how I think, to me, to be honest, Ahsoka may be the best lightsaber willing, force powered person in the Star Wars universe.
Well, and it's because she becomes Ahsoka the Grey. She skirts both
like
sides.
Gandalf.
Yeah.
I mean, she put the work on Vader, dog.
I mean, there's power in being in between. I mean, even Palpatine says that. Like there's power in the dark side, so you don't want to go too heavy one direction or the other. You stay in the middle, and that's what she is.
I think Ahsoka, at the end of the day, may be one of the best Star Wars characters besides Vader in the Star Wars universe.
I mean, he trained her.
I mean, tell me I'm wrong. Let's be honest.
No, I don't think you are.
Tell me that I'm wrong here. Like,
well, she's gonna have the longest story. I guess that's the thing, right? Like at the end of the day,
he survived 3 trilogies. I mean, 3 story trilogies. Like, listen,
but she did it by hiding.
Yeah, I mean,
but that's the thing too. Yeah, she wasn't involved in shit.
She was in hiding,
but she was still fighting the battle.
Yeah, you big galaxy.
You read the stories. She was still fighting the battle in between these battles.
Yeah, but she wasn't fighting the main battle. That's what I mean. Like, that's like playing. You're a major leaguer playing in the minor leagues the whole time while you're not playing against the top teams.
But she's not, because she's the one that kind of started the rebellion. If you go into the stories of Ahsoka, she and Organa,
she's Fulcrum.
Yeah, she helped pushed that narrative. Like,
yeah, she was doing it.
Like, if you go back and listen, like, you gotta like play this. It's fucked up because she was never written into the original trilogy movies and all that kind of stuff.
No, but they've retconned her in.
Yeah, I get they retconned her in, but if you really look at her,
it makes sense.
Yeah, she ran the show, like real shit, and it's like kind of crazy. And I think she's very underrated for a Star Wars character because how they've written
I'm not saying that she's not powerful and she hasn't done her business, but she also hasn't been the star of the show. You know what I mean?
I'm surprised we haven't gotten an Ahsoka video game yet, Steve.
It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, like very Laura Croft.
I don't think it's coming.
It'll be turn-based.
It'll be a mobile game.
Oh man.
Yeah, with like slots and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Matching,
brother.
Matching the fucking shapes or whatever.
So we kind of already touched on Barris's storyline when it came to Lin Rakish. Barris gets caught by Anakin, brought before the council. She gives her big speech, which again, I believe turned many Jedi against their order because what she said made sense. She goes to prison. Order 66 comes and goes. Lin Rakish goes back to the prison, recruits her to become part of the Inquisitors. We see that in the Tales of the Empire, how she goes in, has to kill other potential Inquisitors to get that position. She does the job for a bit, but then, for the same reason that she didn't like what the Jedi had become, she doesn't like what the Empire is either. So she kind of walks away from the Inquisitors and then just goes off to kind of do her own thing and become kind of like this secret healer. It was during that time that Lin Rakish found her and the two of them went into that ice cave labyrinth when she gets stabbed by her, as we mentioned, and the two of them wander off.
Great.
So I don't know. This is probably the one we know the very least about. I don't know what his number is. Maybe the 12th, maybe the 14th. But he was in Tales of the Underworld, that whole scene with Asajj Ventress. She's got that young Jedi Padawan. She's trying to get him away. This guy shows up in the one scene.
Yeah,
we have no idea what his name is. We know that the Totu is what was in the credits, I believe. So that's kind of all we have to go with. Don't know what his species is. No other information about her. He's a decent fighter because he fights pretty well against Asajj Ventress. But in the end, she gets disarmed. The Padawan picks up the two lightsabers and he gets both blades right in the back. So we don't know who you are, but we know you're not around any further. Yep. As we wind down to the last couple of Inquisitors.
Damn it.
Last couple.
Two left.
Everybody been left. This is me and you.
I gotta eat dinner soon, man.
And you're long-winded. Good Lord, get through it.
Well, don't be blaming me. You guys are sidetracking this thing. Good Lord. Man.
We gotta put our commentary in.
So Iskat Eris, former Jedi Padawan, she sees her master killed during the Battle of Geonosis. Seeing that made her extremely angry. She was not really she was given her Jedi Knight status after that, but she was never given any missions, nothing throughout the Jedi Order. She kind of felt abandoned, left alone, very angry. At some point, she reveals her feelings to Palpatine, who was like, I can work with this. So when Order 66 is given, Palpatine had informed the clones to give her the option of just joining them. And she chose to do that, which is interesting because that kind of ties to the last one. So Talon, another Jedi, he's friends with the previous one we just talked about, the 13th sister. They're both Jedi. They're together. during that Order 66 when she's given the offer to leave. So she abandons him to his fate. He gets angry, is able to survive the initial onslaught, but ends up just getting captured and brought in, tortured, all of that. The two of them meet up again during their time as Inquisitors. You know, there's a bit of a rivalry. They kind of hate each other at first, but because of their time together, you know, they become friends and they actually become more of an item.
Oh,
Now,
wow.
they realize that this is kind of forbidden. So they both try to make a plan to just kind of get away. Well, the person who picked up on their forbidden love was Darth Vader. He hunts both of them down and using the Force has them impale each other on their lightsabers.
Vader's
to
like
meet their end.
love.
Oh, well, I mean, he knew he's like bringing in all of these former Jedi to become part of the Inquisitors, knowing that at some point he has to kill all of them. So, and there you have it. There are all of the Inquisitors that we know of with any kind of detail. There's been talk of a couple of others in various books and things, but they don't have names or numbers, so do not warrant any further conversation.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Ed.
All the information you didn't really need to know.
Do it every time.
Every fucking time. Ed, thank you very much for your history lesson. Again, we appreciate you, sir. You don't have to go through all this research, but you do it, and you fucking do it very well.
Oh, he has to go through this. I have to learn.
We all
He's a
learn.
completionist.
Yeah, well, that too. But like shit, I mean, I learned shit that like I didn't know. Like, I appreciate you, man. Listen, you don't have to do this shit, and you really do a really good job. I think the world needs to appreciate you a lot more, but you know, the Star Wars world needs to appreciate you a lot more. But yeah, man, I thank you again, man, and you did a hell of a job. Alil, happy birthday again before we get out of here.
It's your birthday.
Happy birthday to nope.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
Nope.
Yeah.
Steve's like, nope. I don't know what we're gonna talk about next week. Join us here next week, next Wednesday. I don't know. We'll figure something out. You know, most likely we'll get something. Looking at title card. And that is it. Catch us this weekend. What are we doing? What are we talking about this weekend? Hello.
We got a lot of photos from Spider-Man, a lot of photos from Superman. So we'll go through some of that, some of the future projections on what can the hopefully by then release trailer. So we can talk more about that.
Hopefully. We shall see.
I've seen it.
Spider-Man brand new day. So have I.
Me too.
So we'll talk about some of that stuff, some pickups, and more.
Yeah. So join us Saturday at now. Oh, is it 9 or 10?
10.
Oh man,
Eastern time.
We gotta move that time up. I'm just fucking.
You did. You guys used to do it at 11.
Country.
Yeah, man. Just check us out on Saturdays. Check us out next Wednesday. We are always around. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know how awful we're doing. I don't know. I mean, Ed's greatness is just like single-handed.
And if anybody has any information that they're looking for and they want covered, let me know. I'm happy to do the research.
How do we contact you, Ed?
Well, I was going to say, throw it in the chat. If, you know, when these videos get posted, if you're watching it in delay, throw it in the chat on there.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Let us know.
Yeah. We'll check it out.
Ed will tell you all the things.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
Or call him at 1-800. I'm just joking. Yeah, till next time, man. Thank you, man. And may the force be with you.
It's still Lil.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You were supposed to start.
I forget. My bad. Sorry.
So
may the force be with you.
No. This is Sean.
Oh, this is Sean, and may the force be with you. I don't know. Oh man, look,
This is Lil.
good night. The show is
I
ended.
already said it.
This is Ed. May the force be with you always.
Oh.